Welcome back to this week's edition of Front Line.
You're doing it again. No, seriously, it wasn't Lee Harvey Oswald. It wasn't the guy that, was everybody, that all the physical evidence proved were in the Texas School Book Depository, or whatever it's called. I did it. Go on, I'm holding my hands up. It was me.
How much research have you
Let's
done into that? I mean, we're getting off point. How much research have you done into it? You're just ridiculing something without any knowledge of it. And the reason you're doing it is either you're deliberately trying to cover it up, or what I think is that you're scared. You're scared of the consequences.
I'll tell you what happened. Right. For Patrick Lennon to come on that DVD and say that, and if it was true, then he's absolutely stupid.
Why?
If all this is... Patrick Lennon would put himself at risk like that if there's a bunch of international ruthless businessmen behind this. I mean, if that was true, they'd be capable of anything, and Patrick Lennon's willing to put his neck on the block. Of course he's not. Of course he's not. He's doing it because he wants the exposure. He wants to try and steal my thunder as the #1 wrestling journalist around here. That's the only reason why he's done it. He's got a pathetic column, page column every week, where he tries to put himself over, and he's going to try to put himself over here again today. And speaking of putting himself over, a great move by Danny Chase. You're distracting me from this match. You're getting me angry about all your mumbo-jumbo and your nonsense.
Unbelievable, you are absolutely unbelievable. Meanwhile, referee is given a yellow card out. I'm not sure who that was to. Stevie Aaron's going to confirm it, I think, as Dave Breaks goes for the cover.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Breaks has received a yellow card.
Yellow card for Dave Breaks.
That's textbook Dave Breaks. Everything he does is textbook. Like a textbook arm takedown there.
I'm so angry at you, I can barely speak. I can't believe how narrow-minded you've been.
I'm not saying that it's all 100% fabrication. A lot of it, like I said, is true. But plants, I mean, okay, so Dave Breaks is a plant, is he?
Say again.
Dave Breaks is a plant. Could Dave Breaks be somebody who's in on this big conspiracy?
He's not? I mean, I don't know what to believe. Like, when someone like Doug Williams says this stuff, it adds an air of legitimacy to it. Does it not?
I think Doug Williams has landed on his head on one too many chaos
Doug
theories.
Williams. Doug Williams isn't someone who's particularly illogical, particularly unconventional in his thinking.
Doug Williams is, I mean, it's possible. Oh, look at that for Danny Chase! Oh, amazing dive through the ropes. Listen, Doug Williams, it's possible he could have come up with this whole stupid, hocus pocus himself because he's embarrassed that he's not here in Wolverhampton as advertised. He's probably broken his fingernail and he can't travel from Orlando.
Well, last time he wasn't here, it's because his other employers in the United States stopped him from coming, changed his travel plans at the last minute. We don't know why he's not here today. We do know he took the time to tell a national newspaper journalist.
He's probably out on the Raz with the Nature Boy.
You know that's not Doug Williams just as well as I do.
Exactly
you're doing it again. It's a character assassination of anyone who expresses a view that you're afraid might be true. Here's Max Angelus taking out Axel Rave, the winner of the 2010 BWC Scarlet Scholarship. And one of these guys are fired up as well. They know what the implications are of what they just said at just moments before they step through the curtain for one of the biggest matches in their career so far.
Oh, what an amazing boot there from Axel Rage. Goes for the clothesline. Nick Riley. Max Angelus. We're seeing tremendous action here. This is wrestling.
Just two. Angelus had the leg hook, but in comes Breaks from behind.
It's not the X-Files, Bradshaw. This is professional wrestling, and we are seeing no conspiracy here. We are seeing guys trying to win a wrestling match.
And what we're seeing right now is a cross-face chicken wing. That's Dave Breaks' favourite move. He's made so many other trainees in the British Wrestling Council tap out to that very hold. Max Angelus is in real danger here, but he managed to have the awareness there to back into his own corner and break the hold.
Here we go, textbook baby. And that is a textbook Northern Lights.
Breaks, one of the most accomplished technical wrestlers currently in the BWC system, a real student of... Oh, there's a moonsault! Acai moonsault from Nick Riley. Riley from the Devon Wrestling Association.
And Riley with a point to prove because he lost to Dynamite Dave Fury during the Adrenaline pre-show. Whereas Axel Rage was victorious of Bon Jovi with the super kick, which he's tuning up right now.
Rage went for that super kick, got blocked by Riley. These guys have wrestled a couple of times before. Great move by...
The romantic
He's got him,
he's got him with it!
Great move by Riley, like an abdominal stretch into a slam. Axel Rage landing on the back of his head.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners. The team of Danny Cheers, Nick Riley and Max Angelis.
Bradshaw, that is the future of British wrestling there. That is FWA Adrenaline. And if you believe what Doug Williams says, the future is cloudy. The future is clouded in intrigue and mystery. I'm here to tell you that in British wrestling, in FWA Adrenaline, the future is now.
Aside from Williams, there was another British wrestling legend noticeable by his absence at Hope and Glory. Robbie Brookside had a seat reserved for him in preparation for his response to Martin Stone after his shocking words at the Art of War. However, for most of the evening, that seat would remain empty. With Brookside failing to arrive, Doug Williams' apparent disappearance, Leroy Kincaid's mystery partner still unknown, and the replacement for Martin Stone not announced, the tension going into the main event was unlike anything ever experienced at an FWA show before.
But the match also shrouded in mystery. We don't know who either Leroy Kincaid or Dave Morales' partner is.
Well, this is it. It was meant to be Leroy Kincaid and a mystery partner against Martin Stone and Dave Morales. You all saw Martin Stone on crutches. We don't know why that is. You all heard the announcement, Doug Williams isn't here. We don't know why that is. I mean, we haven't got a clue what's going on here tonight. It's just all about Alex Shane out here, Robbie Brookside not here. Scissors in the eye and all sorts of strange things going on. I honestly can't predict what's going to happen next.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event of the evening. This is a tag team match set for one fall with an added stipulation. If Leroy Kincaid's team wins, he will receive a title shot at European Uprising on November 13th.
That's
However,
news to me.
it will not be against Martin Stone.
What?
The FWA World Heavyweight Championship belt will remain with the agenda. If Leroy Kincaid's team loses, he will not receive a title shot for a year. Introducing first.
Is that right and proper? The Stone can't defend the title just remains on the agenda.
The world title belongs to a person who's won it. It doesn't belong to a group. Martin Stone is the world heavyweight champion. If he can't defend the belt in the statutory time allowed, he needs to forfeit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the team of Team Morales. His tag team partner, Jules Redford. They are coming to the ring with the current FWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Thunder Martin Stone. They are the agenda.
Well, Stevie Aaron announcing Martin Stone as the current world heavyweight champion here in the FWA. Is that even true anymore? Like, apparently the belt now belongs to him and all his friends.
Where is the belt? He's not brought it out with him.
The fans have an agenda.
Well, quite aside from what's happening with Martin Stone, a secondary story here, I guess, is it looks like it's going to be Joel Redmond, who's partnering Dave Morales tonight. As Martin Stone stands there with his crutch pacing up and down.
You can watch the next part of this edition of Frontline on the FWA YouTube channel now.
This is the resistance, and we need your help.